Okay, so today we're going to look at a very simple problem on class functionality. This has basically no computation, so it's just about implementing whatever is given in the question. It's a very simple question, and so yeah, let's get into it. Um, okay, the topics covered. We have basic class functionality like member functions, member variables, and constructors, of course. Okay, so let's read through the question properly. Define a class named FruitJuice with the following description. Okay, so we are given some data members, five to be exact: product code, flavor, pack type, pack size, product price. We just need to implement these in our class. And okay, member methods. First one, it does not have a return type, so it is a constructor, a default constructor to initialize data members. Okay, so we're just going to take each and every one of these and initialize it to the default variables. And input and store the. Okay, so this will basically be like a scanner class input for these all of these five variables. Discount, just a very simple subtraction. I think, yeah, it's a integer type, so just subtraction by 10. And display, simple simple output statements. So yeah, let's get into the coding part. Okay, so now we're just going to be reading the question and implementing all of its data members and member functions one by one. All right. So the first data member that I can see is int product code. So I'll just type that in. And we don't actually need to initialize it because we have a separate constructor for that. Okay, so yeah, now I'll just initialize all of the variables by reading the question. Okay, so now one by one, we're going to implement the member methods. First things first, we have our constructor. We have a constructor, so it's just read the question. This is how it is mentioned: fruit juice, and then we need to initialize all of the integer data members to 0. So let's do that first. Product code, and then we need to set our string data members to an empty string. So we'll do that as well. Okay, so that's our constructor complete. So the next member function is void input. Just copy whatever is there in the question, void input. And to input and store the product code variable. Okay, so we need to take input using the scanner class. So we need to import that first of all. Um, okay, and now we need to initialize a scanner object. Now we just need to give out output statements and take in the input one by one. So first things first, we'll take in the, what does it say? First things first, we need to take in the product code. And since the product code is an integer, so we need to use the sc dot next int method to get the integer from there. Okay, so we'll just copy paste this for all of the remaining ones. The next one is, I think, flavor. Okay, yeah, so that's our input method complete. Um, we just there's a scanner object and we're just taking in multiple inputs. It's pretty simple, I think. Okay, so the next method is void discount. So we just copy whatever is there in the question for the method signature. This first line is called the method signature. Try to copy this from the question because it might be tricky sometimes. Okay, so what you're supposed to do is it's just reducing the product price by 10. So we'll just do product price is equal to product price minus 10. Okay, and the last one, void display. Display the product code, flavor, pack. pack type and backslash. So we're supposed to basically display each and every member variable. Each all of these we're supposed to display them one by one. Let's do that. It's just very simple. System.out.print. Okay, and I think that should be it. Let's compile it. Okay, and we don't have any syntax errors, so that's lovely. And that's our entire program complete. There was no computation in this question. It's just very basic implementation of whatever is given.